Well, Happy New Year from your Concord Township Board of Trustees. I'm Chairman Chris Galloway, and to my right, your left, is Connie Luda, and to my left, your right, Paul Malcheski. Want to wish everyone a Happy New Year. And as we start 2018, to let you know that in 2017, we're pleased to report that we got a clean bill of health from our state audits, from State Auditor Dave Yost, both for township finances and processes, as well as the Joint Economic Development District also received a clean bill of health with its audit. So we begin 2018 financially strong, things going well, and you can even follow along now Concord's finances on the ohiocheckbook.com. This is a new website that the state treasurer has put together that allows citizens to be able to track finances of local governments. We're pleased to announce that at the end of 2017, Concord joined Ohio Checkbook, and you can find us on that website. And there's also a link on Concord Township's website, concordtwp.com. So we have a lot coming up in 2018, and what we thought we would start with is Paul's going to talk about road projects.
I will tell you, as we sit here, it's about 9 degrees out. We've used about 50% of our salt that we had budgeted for Concord Township this year. Our road crew has been out probably for the last 15 days hustling. We do run approximately 5 to 6 routes, and the snowplow route takes about 4 to 5 hours. So the township is plowed every 4 to 5 hours, and it had been plowed every 4 to 5 hours for probably the last 15 days now. That being said, snow continues to come down. It's so cold now that the salt is not necessarily working as well as it typically does. But what we have up and coming for our road projects is we're trying to, and every year we try to squeeze a little bit more and more out. We have projects planned for Quail Hollow subdivision, a lot of cement projects inside there. We're going to try to finish off our
we also have some
Jason and Christian.
Jason and Christian, those are slated to be some additional work done, as well as some forthcoming stormwater projects.
Yeah, some of the stormwater projects now have to do a lot with a lot of the retention ponds. We have one that is out to bid and may be done in the middle of this winter, and shockingly they can dig in the middle of the winter and perform some of the stormwater necessary tubing that is required to assist in some of these retention ponds. Those are to the as we start to realize what these stormwater projects have becoming, most of them are occurring in the older neighborhoods, and these are basically, so to speak, the legacy costs of the newer subdivisions coming in. They're affecting some of the older subdivisions, and so now we are reamping those stormwater projects in those areas. The water has been significant in the last couple of years. We're lucky we have not had some of the monumental water disasters as we had in the past 5 or 10 years now, but we're starting to see some of the stormwater projects really taking effect and significantly taking the burden off of our basements and where those waters land.
When we talk about legacy costs, one of the biggest elements of our budget is our fire department. Absolutely. And they do a great job of keeping us safe and helping our residents when they need that. And one of the things that we get to look forward to this year, later this year, was at the end of last year, we purchased a new fire truck. Right. And we did so paying it up front in 2017 so that there was a significant cost savings versus carrying that over or stretching that into payments going into 2018. So you should be seeing a new fire truck towards the end of this year, and we're looking forward to that. And that's a constant process of updating equipment and making sure that our fire department has the most state-of-the-art and the best equipment that they can have. But there's a great way for you to be able to follow all those types of things, and that is to follow us on social media. And I know that one of Connie's favorite things is social media, so I'm going to let you talk about that.
Oh, okay. We have presence on Facebook and also Twitter and Instagram. I don't do Twitter and Instagram, but I certainly do Facebook. And of course, you can always follow us on our website, www.concordtwp.com. And so it's easy to find out information about Concord Township.
Our social media is updated throughout the day. If there's emergencies, the fire department has their own additional Facebook page that you can find, and we encourage you to follow. I would also encourage you to follow the Lake County Sheriff's Office, as well as the Highway Patrol. They put updates when there are incidents in the area. I would encourage everyone as well to follow us on Twitter, and I would encourage Connie to join Twitter because she'd love it.
Okay.
It's a great way to stay informed and to see what's going on, not only up to the minute if there's a weather emergency or a road closure, but also just sort of the comings and goings of the community in terms of future events, classes up here at the community center that are going on, different special events that our rec department puts together, like our 55 plus group. So there's a lot of great ways to stay engaged in social media, and it's obviously it's excellence in terms of mobility on your phone. So we really encourage everyone to go online and follow Concord and stay engaged in what's happening here in the community. Speaking of what's happening in the community, we have a lot going on in the corridor.
Yes.
And that's continuing. Our expectation is that Drug Mart will be open probably sometime late spring.
Right.
My understanding is that Chipotle, now having been approved, is still looking to proceed with their construction in January, and they're looking at a July open, is what I understand is what their hope is. And in addition, some of you have probably seen the sign on Gold Court, which is where Cryle Hardware is, for the Holiday Inn Express. We have not seen plans for that yet in a final form, and so we wait those. We expect there to be something soon on our desk as it relates to zoning approval for that project. So a lot of things happening in the corridor, and we continue to work towards finding ways to shape and mold and how that's going to develop.
It's exciting to see what is going on over there. I kind of remind a lot of residents, that all those properties that are sitting there are locally owned by residents. These are residential projects, meaning these are our residents who've invested in Concord Township. Some earlier than others,
the most of our businesses are in fact locally owned and or a regional Northeast Ohio business, and that's something that we're very proud of. One of the things that I'm sure everybody's wondering about is the status on the space that was formerly Riders, and where we are in terms of the grocery store. We continue to have meetings and to pursue grocery options in that facility, and working with the landlord or the ownership of Grist Mill. And I do believe that we are getting closer, based on some conversations, to being able to say that we're going to have a grocery in there in 2018, back in that space. And I feel pretty confident about that based on conversations, and I think it's just a matter of now, that now becomes about private entities being able to work out business deals and things of that nature. But we will continue to play our part and work towards that, and hopefully, by our next fireside chat, we'll be able to report something back, something a little more definitive on that. So stay tuned for that.
And probably the most important thing in all our projects is that each day we try to move the ball a little bit farther forward. And you mentioned, filling the grist mill space, some of these other projects on the corridor, stormwater, road improvements. Every day there's being something done on all those topics, and every day we look forward to making some efforts and making all those things fruitions. And some days are more productive than others, and then sometimes everything kind of pops at once. So we're really excited about doing those items. I feel very good about where Concord Township is. It's significantly strong, it's significantly progressive, and it's a nice place to live.
We do have some sad information to pass along, and that is our administrator, Kathy Mitchell, will be leaving the township and is chosen to take a job opportunity with the city of Mentor. And it's a great opportunity for her. We're very happy for her in terms of her professional career, but it does mean that we will be looking for a new administrator.
Right.
And that will be an ongoing process in January and February, and hopefully by the end of March we will be able to have a new administrator. Kathy's been with the township now for 15 years, and her professional growth has been fantastic.
Very sorry to see her leave,
Right.
and I think that she has done a significant lifting on the township's behalf, and putting where the township is here today. So she will be sadly missed, but it allows us to have some additional opportunities soon.
Her last day is January 12th, and we will miss her a great deal.
Yep.
She's been great.
She's been a great part of the Concord Township family for 15 years,
Right.
and like we always say, we always want our folks to do well, and she's got a great opportunity,
Right.
And she lives in Mentor, and it's an opportunity for her to go home, if you will, and
Plus, there's more opportunity for advancement.
right. So it's exciting for her. It's sad for us,
Right.
But we will, as always, we will put out a wide search, statewide and otherwise, to find a new administrator, and we have no doubt that we'll find an excellent individual to help lead Concord forward in 2018 and beyond. Lastly, I would like to point out that we are only 4 years away from a very exciting thing,
Right.
and that's our bicentennial.
Yes.
And I'm going to let you talk a little bit
Okay.
about that.
We're asking for information, historical information, photos or written histories or anything that residents could contribute so that we can share them. And we're going to start a committee, if anyone's interested in joining the committee, to plan for the bicentennial, because it's only 4 years away.
Our plan is to make 2022 a big deal for Concord, and that anyone that might be interested in being a part of that process, let us know as we move forward with planning. And we'd like to have as many of our residents involved in that, in what should be a real great bicentennial jubilee. But that planning, to be done right, has to start in 2018.
Right.
So that's what we have coming up. As always, if you need to reach us, we can be reached at trustees@concordtwp.com. If you email that email address, that comes to all three of us, as well as our administrator. And please continue to follow along on our webpage, on the TV channel, our social media. And if you go to our webpage, our cell phones or our telephone numbers are all there as well, so you can call us at any time should you have any questions or concerns. And until next time, stay warm, be safe, and we'll see you around town.
Have a great new year.